Well, last evening I was very fortunate for the first time to get to meet in person Summer Sanders and chat with her on the Mountain Views program. And at the end of our time together, Summer said, "You got to go to the Speedo booth tomorrow at OR," and I do whatever Summer Sanders says. So without further ado, in the Speedo booth, let's say hello to Barry McGuff. How are you?
Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice to see you too. You have some big news that we got a little bit of a tease on, but we haven't had a chance to see this product until now. Do tell.
We got a great surprise yesterday. The people from Outside Magazine came in and they said, "Are you here? We'd like to give you an award." And we said, "What award is this?" And it was the Outside Magazine Gear of the Show award. And they only offer a handful of them. And they go around and they find the best technology and the most compelling ideas in the show. And we were fortunate to be voted as one of them.
It sounds as though you were maybe a little bit surprised by it.
I was shocked, yeah. It was a great surprise, though. It was just after I had coffee, so it was a good thing I had my coffee first. It woke me up.
Very good. So let's take a look at this interesting looking machine. Should we call it a machine? Talk a little bit about where this design comes from.
It's a highly technical piece, but it's made for fitness swimmers, which is really great. Fit swimmers like you and me that aren't swimming to shave seconds, but swimming to shave calories. So it's based on the whale fin idea. It's called the Nemesis. It's a lightweight EVA fin, so the material choice is really great. It's meant to promote a proper body position by having your legs and feet lift up and swim straight and level. When you swim straight and level, you can swim more efficiently. Once you have a fin on, you want a really good workout. So when you get a great workout, you want to make sure that your fin is giving you great propulsion and you don't want a lot of mass. So what we look to is the idea of biomimicry, which is really important for all of us in the athletic, performance, and outdoor world. So biomimicry is taking the ideas of things that are in nature and putting them into technology. So we asked ourselves, what's happening in aerospace and hydrodynamics, and the big idea is whales. Whales can move their gigantic bodies through the water quickly and efficiently, but they have really small fins. So if you think about it, if you're a gigantic whale and you have really small fins, it would be like us swimming with our 2 fingers. We wouldn't be very efficient or very fast. And the way they do it is they increase the surface contact with the water on the edge of their fins by these things called tubercles. So if you look at this linear line, it doubles or even triples the surface contact with fin to water by having these tubercles. When you move these tubercles through the water, you get small turbulences, and those are proof of resistance. So this is really big in the aerodynamic world when they're doing short blade propeller fins, that they want to move a lot of massive air with a little bit of energy. So it's a big idea in wind turbines, in propellers for boats, and the aerodynamics and hydrodynamics are looking back at whales. So we thought this might work for us. So we did our product testing. We did a beautiful split fin design with tubercles, and we realized that this was fast, lightweight, and efficient, and pushed a tremendous amount of water to give you a lot of control in the water table. The other idea here is using this idea of valves. So a valve is very interesting. When you put a lot of mass of water or air through a small hole, you create resistance. So you actually get more drag and more push from a fin that has a hole in it versus something which is solid when the water finds its natural way around. Water finds its own way, of course. So we're forcing water into the ways that we want them to go to give you resistance, control, and agility. And the other good thing about this is it's very comfortable. It's got an articulated heel, so you see this actually moves against your Achilles heel and has a really nice cup and is fit like a shoe. So it's rounded inside and it's good for longer swims.
I think I'll really miss, though, the hard plastic that gave me blisters when I was a little kid that weighed about 10 pounds apiece.
They can be found. Hopefully people will find these more quickly.
I have to say, the thing to me that is most dramatic about this, and my experience as a triathlete, I think the average person just, of all things, isn't that great of a swimmer. And so anything that can help the biomechanics of swimming during training has just got to be an absolute boon to performance that we're all trying to achieve.
And we're super excited about it because what we're finding is swimming is not an elite event anymore. Swimming is for fitness. You're working it into your cross-training regime. So if you spin on Monday, you swim on Tuesday, you go to the gym on Wednesday, you're fooling your body, you're going through this idea where you're cross-training, and everyone's doing it now. And this is low-impact, high aerobic sport that's perfect for stretching and getting those lean, long muscles. And let's face it, I mean, everybody wants to swim Summer's
That's
body,
what we
right?
all want.
Get this body, not this body, but you know.
Yes, absolutely.
Get Summer's body, get the good swimmer's body. So this helps you get there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Let's talk about these cool sandals, flip-flops, cool materials, it looks like.
We're super excited about the Exqueeze Me story and the Exqueeze Me technology. Sandals are very interesting. Typically, they're coming from a very utilitarian or very functional place. But what people wear is very interesting right now, and people love color and they love athletic technology. So what we've done is we've taken running shoe technology and a no-fear approach to running shoe color and said we're, as an aquatic athletic brand, we're a brand that you can talk to about technology and comfort in and out of the water. So the Exqueeze Me sandal takes advantage of one of the most interesting technical capabilities in technical running that there is, which is the ability to inject 2 different densities of foam into one mold. Typically, it would be 1 density, 1 mold. This means that there's no hard glue lines, will never fall apart, and there's no hard glue lines between the firmer bottom and the softer top. When you inject foams, they have to be pure. So we have a proprietary rubberized EVA compound, which has a very high rebound, so it's super comfortable. In a low profile sandal, super gushy. So they're bomber, they're indestructible, and obviously, because you have this really pure compound, it's very soft and ultra lightweight, it takes color really well because there's no weird fillers in here. So we have amazing colors and super comfort, and we think the Exqueeze Me name says it all. So, Exqueeze Me sandals.
I think you're absolutely right in that regard. And I have to say, these are just, you just want to wear these.
Yeah, thanks.
They're cool looking. EVA is fantastic.
They're great on.
All right, killer pack, do tell.
So, we're also very excited to talk about the Tricops backpack. So Tricops, it's an awesome name for a super lightweight tri-pack. It just got the Triathlete Magazine Gear of the Year award for 2014, which is extremely prestigious, and we're really honored to be recognized by elite athletes, especially in the tri space. There's a ton going on here, but one of the things that we really think about from an athlete's perspective is, what is your backpack? And many people that make backpacks think of it as a portage mechanism to get to your transition station. Our philosophy is totally different. This is your transition station.
Nice.
So if this is transition and you want to be organized, there's lots of people that try. The one thing that drives me crazy to try is the helmet aspect.
Yeah.
You need your helmet, and most backpacks, the helmet carry always has to be in the back because it's big. You have to take your helmet off the pack to get inside, and then someone comes around, they kick your helmet, it rolls down the hill, and everything you have is a total mess. You're spending more time organizing what you're doing instead of doing what you want to be doing. So we have a fantastic helmet carry solution that's gigantic. It uses a huge 4-way stretch mesh that compresses right down to the pack, big enough to carry your draft helmet. And what we did is we developed this proprietary 3-headed zip system that gets you into the pack instantly in seconds while your helmet stays on. And inside the pack, you have the ability to have this be your transition station. So you have just enough organization for your bike shoes, for your running shoes, a place for your hydration pouch, and then we have our dirt bag for stuff that's really messy. It doesn't have to go in the rest of your dry clothes. Right. You can hang this outside after the end of your run. We have an expandable wetsuit carry at the bottom with full drainage, with a high abrasion bottom, so it's fully ventilated to get your wetsuit dry, but it stays away from the rest of your dry clothes. Tons of really well thought out features in here, like a microfiber fleece pouch for your goggles and glasses so that they don't scratch. If you look at the front, we have a very, very nice locking zipper compartment here. It's not gonna ride down in case that's where you keep your car keys. Awesome organization here. You can do a full 1.5 liter water bottle holder here. This can be for your sports drink. This can be for your coconut water or however you roll. If you open up the pack on the back, there's a turbo vent system that is going to be tough to show you here, but it has a ventilation system that keeps the air away from running down the channel of your back, and it's got 360-degree reflective piping, so if you do ride into the Tri early in the morning or late at night, you can be seen on the road. So really have thought of everything here. It's super lightweight, 210D, double ripstop nylon, super bomber, super lightweight, and we're happy that it's winning all these awards. It was very, very considered. We're just really humbled that people are finding it and really loving it as much as they are.
Well, it's super cool gear. Of course, the Speedo brand name goes so far back and has such great associations. Really happy to see that things are going great for you guys. Barry, thank you so much.
Thanks,
Tell folks where to find all this cool gear on the interwebs.
You can go to SpeedoUSA.com. That's a fantastic place to go. But also try us at Dick's Sporting Goods and the Sports Authority.
Nicely played. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.